line. Go, go, go.
How diddly-do, everybody. Welcome to the Race Online's PS4 Championship at the GT4 series. Tonight we are at Misano in Italy. 16 corners this track has. And we're coming up to, we're into the pointy season of the sorry. We're up to the pointy end of the season. Championship points. Let me have a look-see and see what we can come up with points-wise. Very, we had some mixed results last week. Trying to find out what's happening with my phone and get everything sorted out here. Very good race last week. On with TT at the moment. Brett Want and Rain of Fire had an absolute classic battle, pretty much from start to finish, and it ended up, I think that was Rain of Fire took the lead, I believe, on the last lap, and brought his little KTM home. I think Brett Want's tyres were pretty much gone after the pit stop. I believe that this may be the same sort of a track as far as a lot of pressure is going to be put on these tyres, a lot of left-right combinations, and I really do think that we're going to see the same sort of thing play out as far as tyre wear is concerned in the latter part of the race. And these big Chevys, they may be in trouble. What I have seen with these Chevys in the last few races is when they get loose, they seem very, very tail happy. I've never really seen that much with any of the other cars. As far as the only other thing I've noticed with the Aston Martin is they get a bit of slow spin sometimes, which happened to Cobb McCall, and a shout out to Cobb McCall. He championed me last week. He picked me to go out to get top 10. I got as far as in 11th spot, and then I lost 2 positions. But thanks for that, Cobb. You nearly got me over the line, buddy. But Cobb was really looking good last week. I believe he was in 4th position at the time. He's come around one of the tight corners, and the slow spin put him into the fence, and that was pretty much the end of it for him. But I think they're going to have to be wary of those Aston Martins in this race. I'm not too sure about the other cars, but what we have been noticing is they tend to get a little bit loose late in the race, which means tyre preservation may play a crucial role in the race tonight. So, just having a look at leaderboard now, we see Brett Want, who's taken pole with a 144, followed by Stu, who's 0.25 of Brett. TT in 3rd position, 0.3, 0.36, Rain of Fire, 0.84, Gaz 5th, Cobb McCall 6th, Ant Lloyd 7th, Rocky 8th, Bounty ninth, and Stosing in 10th. We have 15 cars on track. We have Ant Bark 11th, Sparky God 12th, Colin 13th, Scoop 14th, and Adge in 15th. So still a fairly good looking field. We did have some problems with the server. We're fortunate that it's back up and running. I have had some issues though, which isn't great. I was kicked off 5 times in about 10 minutes, so I'm hoping that I'm not going to get any more issues along the way. We've got 4 minutes left in the in quali. We're on board with Stu, who's taken pole over Brett Want. Brett Want, well, there's nothing in that, nothing at all. So this could play out to be a very, very good battle to keep our eye on through the race. We'll see how Stu is handling the Audi. Seems to be working quite nicely for him at the moment. It's a great circuit, this Misano. When I first got onto ACC, this is one of the first tracks I got onto, and I loved it straight away. It's fast, there's some very technical pieces to it. It's a very, very, very nice flowing track. If anybody is on, if you wouldn't mind letting me know what the sound quality is like, that would be fantastic. Hopefully we get some people in to watch this race tonight. It's going to be a great race, I think. The championship is what I was going to run through with you as well. I believe this is probably not the one, or is it? I believe this is the one. It may not be either. I'll get back to the championship. Go through and have a look-see around and see what's going on through the field here. We've got Bounty. Here's a little spaceship. He's currently sitting 5th. Times is extremely close. From 1st to 10th, there's a second and a half between 10th and 1st. Very, very close times. Okay, looks like we've completed quali, and on board with Brett Want at the moment. Trying to do one more pass. He does have pole at the present time. He's looking at finishing off his qualifying laps. And onto the straight now. Let's see if he can improve his time. No, he cannot. Looks like everybody else is. No, Gazza. Gaz is currently sitting sixth. And the green Audi. So great sound. Nope, as I said, no, that's it for me. Now on board with Scoop is coming around. Oh no, that's the end of Scoop. And we're now on board with Stoz. Stoz coming around the straight onto the straight now. Let's see if Stoz can improve. And I don't think he did. No, he did not. You'll see him now. No, I don't think he did. Okay, so here's your starting lineup. Brett Want in first, Stu second, Rain of Fire in third. Continuing on from the great race from last week with him and Brett Want. Fourth we have Bounty, TT in fifth, Gazza in sixth, Stozzer in seventh, Ant Bark in eighth, Scoop in ninth, Cobb McCall 10th, there's your top 10. Outside the top 10 we have Sparky God in 11th, Edge in 12th, Ant Lloyd in 13th, Rocky 14th, and Colin in 15th. Have we lost somebody? I think we had 16. 16 cars. Let me see. I think we had 16 cars. I'm not sure. But we're going to be taking a bit of a break. The guys are getting on to do their formation lap. And when they come around to take the flag, we will be back. And it's going to be a great fight, I think, from the start of this race. That first corner, again, we mention this all the time, but that first corner could spell all sorts of good luck and bad luck. So the guys are really going to have to be on their toes there, going through that first corner. That first sector is going to be could be make or break. So we will see you all shortly when the race gets underway.
30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Okay, by the looks of it, we've got some trouble there. Cobb and Rocky, well, they've been starting their races from the pits. I don't think they were able to get onto the button quick enough. It's an unfortunate thing. So they're going to have to be doing everything they can to get themselves into some sort of position. Looks like we lost another driver as well by the looks of that. We have 15, now they're down to 14. So it's another unfortunate thing. But here we go. The guys are coming up to the start line. And we are underway. I did not see the initiation there, but we're on board with TT. He was right up behind Rain of Fire there, coming into the first corner. And they seem to have got themselves around. Oh, we see Bounty off there. It's coming up now and behind Adge. Cold tyres. These cars don't have tyre blinkers. Oh, we have a drive-through for Stozza. Not sure what's happened there. We're seeing this a lot more often. It must be that glitch. I've heard that if you start from pit lane, or if you I can't really remember the exact how it actually works, but there's some sort of a glitch that gives you a drive-through at the start. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, join the action up the front here with TT. He's behind Stu with Brett Want in first place. Coming up on second last corner here, coming up onto the straight. Very fast-paced start. Oh, Stu went a bit wide there, coming onto the straight. He's he didn't turn or going over the sausage. Away from those sausages, Stu. And a nice close battle here between second and third, Stu and TT. TT would be looking to get some mojo back. He had a bit of a shocker last week. He'll certainly be looking towards staying up here in the pointy end. I've seen Stu just covering all his bases here. He's working his track position out beautifully there. JT's just having a look. Over at once to a second lead there over Stu. A little bit wide coming out of that corner though, Brett. Tyres still might be a little bit cold. So the heat of the tyres are thinking in the next few laps. Track temp is 33 degrees, so it won't take long at all. These guys seem to be just a little bit spacing themselves out a little bit. Stu's got himself nearly a second lead on TT, but behind TT we have Rain of Fire. He'd be looking to take some more points away from this week. Great result. He had to win last week. And behind Brett and behind Rain we have Antbark in fifth. They seem to be spacing themselves out a little bit, but good battle here by the looks of it between Gaz and Antbark. Behind these guys are Adge. Adge is a fair way off. Bounty. I'll make up some time here. He had an off at the start in the first lap. Put him behind the 8 ball pretty much straight away. We've got Colin in ninth, Sparky in 10th, and he's been harassed by Ant Lloyd in the number 76 Audi. Let's see what sort of pace this Audi has over the little KTM. Fastest part of the circuit there, and both cars doing a dance in front of each other. Sparky's put himself out to a nice little lead there. We have Rocky all the way back in 12th. He's a fair way behind Cobb McCall, also another driver who had to start from the pits, so they had their own little battle happening here. I was actually going to pay the compliment and say, Cobb, you could get yourself a top 10 here, but you never know what can happen in the big city. And in 14th we have Scoop, who's a little bit off the pace as well. Not sure what happened to Scoop there if he had a bad start, but get back up to the front here and This is where all the action's happening. See TT trying to make a move on Stu. It's not going to happen there. These two have been battling for the last 3 laps. Great racing. This is everything's in the hot spot right now. These guys will be looking to make positions on each other, get themselves into a good position before they got to make a pit stop, and be very interested to see how these Chevys are going to go after they do their pit stops, what the tyre life is going to be like. 9 times out of 10 these guys are pitting. Now I'm not sure if this is a an enduro. Obviously, I haven't read up the race. Yeah, no, I haven't. I think this is an enduro tonight. It would be nice if I found that out for myself. We've been have been running for about 10 minutes, and the current play at the moment is Brett Want out in front, Stu in second, TT in third, Rain of Fire in fourth, and the Fire trying to make a bit of time up, and this long back straight fastest section of the track. See if we can make some time up on the brakes. And then we have Ant Bark, Bounty and Adge in 7th, and these two are fighting it out. Now we'll have to keep an eye on these two as well. Seems to be a few battles starting to form. Bounty got a good run out of that corner onto the straight. And just keeping the power down. That's a great looking Aston Martin, that livery. Good work, Adge. And we still see this battle between TT and Stu, who has his hands full. He's not been able to pull away from TT. TT is having a look. Just got to be careful there. They don't touch. They have a bit of a touch there. TT's taken the position off Stu's, gone into second. Lucky there wasn't any more contact. That could have spelt all sorts of bad luck for Stu. Oh, no, we won't. We'll get back. We'll get on with Stu now. He's having another fight back. TT may have conceded there and given the position back in the touch, which is great sportsmanship. You love to see that. Their battle will continue. And Brett Want seems to be skipping away up there. He's going to give me a 3-second lead on Stu. All the right things up the front, Brett Want. That beautiful black looking Chevy Camaro. Rain of Fire is still sitting in 4th. It's not really getting any hurry alongs, but that section there, you need to be very, very smooth and very careful on the throttle. You can turn very easily there. 16 corners on this track, and you cannot take any of them lightly. The Rain of Fire seems to be maybe dropping off a little. No, my mistake. I'm looking at the wrong timing board there. Although that big Chevy has really opened up its taps and the back straight there. I had a chat with Rain of Fire last week, and he was telling me this little KTM's a nice car to drive, but it can put you in the wall in a heartbeat. It doesn't like slow corners too much, and it certainly doesn't like to be rushed in any way. So he'd have his hands full with this little car, as would Sparky, who's sitting in ninth behind Gaz. It's another little battle that's forming here. So this is the second last round of the PS4 GT4 season. It is the last championship for the PS4. But you never know. We might be able to talk Stu into getting another series to complete this and have a GT3 series. I might have a chat to him about that, see if we can make that happen. We're getting a move on there with Gaz and Adge side by side up the back straight here. And Gaz seems to be, oh dear. That could have been all sorts of how diddly do there. We've got Sparky, he's sitting back watching what's happening in front of him. Probably hoping for a little bit of contact between the two, and give himself a free ticket, free ride there. He's certainly closed up though. He's right up behind Gaz. Gaz was right up behind Adge. We're in a good spot here to be watching this battle. And this is for 7th and 8th, and it looks like Gaz has made the move. He's certainly made the move on Adge. And Sparky's saying, yeah, I want a little piece of that too. Oh, there might have been a touch there. Yeah, Sparky's sitting there. He wants a little bit of this action as well. I'm here, I'm waiting. Gonna pull out of that one. Oh! Got to be very careful over there. That could have turned out really bad for Adge. I just saw it went over one of those. Oof! Look at this, isn't it? Oof! Oof! You be very careful, as you can see with that back end of that KTM. You can certainly get up and do some dancing. Adge is in the middle of this right now. He's behind Gaz, and he has Sparky right behind him. Let's go up and see what's going on with TT. TT is in third, Stu's still in second. Stu's having a look at Brett Want now and see what sort of time he can cut out on Brett. Now Rain of Fire in fourth. Ant Bark in 5th, Bounty in 6th, and he's right behind Ant Bark now. Little Janetta seems to be liking it around Misano. Not too sure how she's going down the back straight. So that Audi would pull away quite comfortably. But this is exactly where I thought Bounty would be able to make up time through those corners. And we've got a great run. That was a great pass. He picked up he picked up Ant Bark there, but Ant Bark is sitting behind Bounty now. Important section of the track here for Ant Bark to try to put some pressure on Bounty. Bounty's skipped out a little bit there. Into the straight they come. Let's complete another lap. We've gone 10 laps. And top 3 here. Just be pulling away a little bit further and further. Closest battle. Yeah, I think we're into the closest battle right here, which is between Sparky and Adge. Not much in this at all. Ooh. Really got to be careful coming around there. So we've gone an hour and 11 minutes left to go. There's only one pit stop that they don't have to take. And I'm pretty sure they'll be looking at tyres. Enduro, it's very interesting to see what happens when these pit stops start getting taken, and what time in the race they'll be doing these, being only one pit stop, and what sort of fuel loads they'll be putting in. Just trying to consolidate himself there. There's Ant Lloyd behind him, Colin behind Ant Lloyd, and all the way down to 14th. Nat Scoop. There's another close battle between Rocky and Cobb. These two guys unfortunately started in the pits. And Rocky's been having a good season. He's been there and thereabouts. So we wouldn't have been all too impressed with hitting the go button, having to start from the pits with Cobb. Looks like we've seen Colin just in front of these two. It is for position. There's no flags. It looks like Cobb is trying to give Cole to hurry up. Keep an eye on this for a minute. Rocky's just trying to give himself a little bit of, oh, did we see some contact there? Not sure if we see some contact there, but Rocky's definitely trying to do everything in his power to be able to get past Colin. Rocky's just playing it safe at the back here. Yeah, looks like Colin's got his hands full there. And very clean racing so far. And everybody, they've all got themselves into the positions, and the front five has sort of pulled away a little bit. Except for this battle between Bounty and Antbark, which is continuing on. There's not much in it between these two. And Stu has certainly made some ground on Brett Want. Little by little, lap by lap. And so Brett is coming up on a back marker as well. And then so if it went a little bit wide there, but that might be his normal line through there. Oh. Stu would just be just kind of, oh, that one very wide there. He's missed his braking marker, or he's turned in too late. Well, we've seen some more issues with the Chevy Camaro. Every little bit helps Stu here, trying to reel Brett in. We're looking at he's going to make the move on Brett. All sorts of things going through his mind right now of where and when is the best time to, if we get close enough. Yeah, that Camaro is still looking a little bit loosey-goose. Yeah, Brett's feeling in there right now. This Audi's looking very strong though, not even the slightest of hints. And these two battling away in the rain of fire. He'll be trying everything to try and make up some time on these two. They're out to a fair bit of a lead on him at the moment, but the more they battle, the better it will be for Rain. There's Bounty in behind him. And, Bark still there. High Bounty. It's coming up onto 1 hour and 3 minutes to go in the race. There's a lot of time left, and we all know Enduros can throw a lot of curveballs. So these the top 5 little battles happening around them. Stu really raking up some ground here. Brett wants coming up on Scoop at the moment. There'll be some blue flags getting waved very soon, I would suggest. The glitch there at the front. Yeah, Scoop's done well there, he's getting out of the way, letting these guys through. Well done, Scoop, good stuff, mate. Always got to be aware of what's going on around you. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you think there's not much you can do to get out of the way, but always try to do it in the safest manner as possible. Chevy doesn't seem to be liking some of these corners at the moment. I'm not sure what his tyre pressures will be, but coming along the straight here, there's nothing in it between these two. And who are we going to see that's going to blink first and take their pit stop? Or are we going to see some strategy come into play where they're going to try and go as long as they can? Or Scooty thinking maybe I might do my pit stop first, get that out the way and manage the car for the rest of the race. And he's in a good position here at the moment, really putting the pressure on Brett Want. It looked like he had to brake a little bit earlier there, just get the rotation of the car around the corner. Maybe having tyre issues or very fast circuit this is, I know. Things can happen in the blink of an eye. And since you just making up more and more ground every lap, 0.438 off Brett Want now coming onto the straight. Brett Want going pretty wide there. They need to be very careful for track limits here as well. Watching these two and seeing what their wondering what their thoughts would be, how they tackled the next part of this race. Are they thinking about pitting soon, or are they thinking about just trying to go as long as they can? Yeah, the Rain of Fire is sitting in third. And it's 10 seconds off the pace there. Can we make up some pace on Rain of Fire? Gaza and Sparky sitting 6th and 7th. Ad sitting 8th. Gaza's dropped off a bit there. And Lloyd's sitting in 9th. Cobb McCool still in the top 10 there, Cobb. You're doing something I couldn't do, mate. You're in the top 10. Rocky sitting in 11th. TT. Now TT has performed his pit stop. And this could be a strategy he has. Very interesting to see how that plays out in the latter part of the race. And the person to have taken a pit stop. I'm not sure if that was done by strategy or if he had it off, or I'm not sure. I didn't even know you didn't even. Oof. And, Rocky going around there pretty bad. Lost all grip there. And there was no way he was going to be able to bring that back. And here we are. So this is where the race is really going to start to heat up. We're seeing Stu right tucked in behind Brett Want here. Brett Want a bit deep there, a bit wide. Again, looking at that Chevy, it's not looking very comfortable in the rear. Stu has to check himself up there. He's coming on to the start straight now, and he's putting in a bit of a clinic, Stu. While we're watching this battle unfold, do have the championship ladder here, which sees TT sitting in first on 143 points. Brett Want in second on 104. Ant Lloyd in third on 101. Gaza, he is also sitting in third on 101. And Rain of Fire also in third on 101. Be very interesting to see where those three end up at the end of this. And fourth we have Adge on 93, Stozzer in fifth on 86. And I believe that's one of the drivers that had left, Stozzer. I'm not sure what happened there. He's up there. In 8th we have Ant Park on 71. No, we don't. In 5th we have Stosser on 86, alongside Rocky also on 86. Oh, this battle's getting really hot now. There is nothing between these two. And this is why you check in on a Sunday afternoon to watch some great racing, which is what we're watching right now. We have Cobb McCool sitting in 6th and 82. Natman Scoop 7th on 78 points. Stucar, who we're looking at right now, he's sitting in 9th spot on 67 points. And he's giving Brett Want all types of things to think about. Bounty on 67 points, sitting in 9th. Colin on 66 and 10th. Sparky God in 11th on 32. Sai 666, who's not with us tonight, he's sitting on 28. Eisenbob Ames, who is also not with us, he's also on 26 points, he's on 25 points. Footner, who's not with us either, he's sitting in 14th on 24, and TB Williams sitting 15th on 11 points, he also is not here. And these two having quite the merry-go-round. Oh no, we have a drive-through for TT. That could be track limits. That could be track limits, which is a shame. Shame for TT. He's sitting quite comfortable though, up in first position on 143 points. Brett Want sitting 34 points behind him. And TT seems to be harassing Cobb, and he's got past Cobb there, and interesting to see if he comes in to do this drive-through. No, he's not. He's going to continue on. And a fire. Sitting in third, he's certainly losing touch with the top two. He's sitting in behind Rain. And Gaz, he's after Bounty. Ant Barker still in behind Gaz, sitting in sixth. Sparky in the second KTM, he's sitting in seventh. And Lloyd in eighth. Edge in ninth. TT in 10th. Top McCall in 11th. And Rocky 12th. Colin 13th. And Scoop in 14th. And Scoop is 3 laps in arrears. He had some trouble, not sure what happened to him. May have had an off and got some damage. He wasn't pitted yet, so yeah, Brett White seems to have checked out a little bit here. Certainly was a lot closer, unless Stu had some sort of issue. Not sure what's happened there. He was pretty filthy on himself. He was closing the gap there and he was right up behind Brett. But, you know, we've done it once, so we can do it again. And the fire's just a corner behind. Everybody coming up to suggest some pit stops will start to be calculated now, and we're going to start seeing drivers reacting to others' pit stops. They'll be coming in at the same time, or a couple of laps extra and get in front and and make their decision to pit. Gaz is coming up on that man's scoop right now. There seems to be not a lot going on at the moment. The guys seem to have spaced themselves out quite a bit. We have Ant Lloyd and Adge who have gone into the pits. Looks like TT may have already served his drive-through. Not sure when he did that though, because that's really strange. So Adge and Antbark are coming out pretty much same time. Adge in 12th, Ant Lloyd in 11th. So these two will stage their own little battle. Come back to those guys. Brett Wants still holds the lead. 3-second lead on Stu. These guys are going to start thinking about that important pit stop and what fuel load they started off with. It could be very interesting to see what they may do. And Brett's continuing on. Stu here. Stu has decided to come in, and that's probably a good idea. Going to give himself a bit of an undercut on Brett there. I'd say Brett will come in on the next lap. That would be my thoughts. Stu's coming in to take his pit stop. Ran a fire. He's continued on, so he will inherit second. Mounty has continued on, he will inherit third. Gazza sitting fifth. Ant Lloyd sitting, Antbark, sorry, sitting sixth. Spark in 7th, Cool sitting 8th, TT sitting 9th, Rocky sitting 10th, Adge 11th, Ant Lloyd 12th. We're seeing Adge, oh, a bit of a touch there. With a hip and shoulder, and the elbows are out there. Lloyd is letting Adge know he's still there with him. Brett Want has come into the pits and ran a fire going off and doing some rally work there. some of these guys are going to start looking at their times, start taking their pit stops. We have 43 minutes left to race tonight. And it's proving to be quite a bit of a strategic battle. They're all trying to put the one up on each other. 26 laps have gone. Gaz is coming around, he's just started another lap, he's sitting in third. Yeah, barking fourth. Brett White's still in the pits. I'm pretty sure that he would have taken tyres. I'm pretty sure most of them would, so it's interesting to see what happens when Brett comes out with new rubber. See if these guys are going to think about taking the plunge. Important times ahead for these guys. I'll be thinking about a lot of things. Yep, and here comes Rain of Fire. Bounty, I'm pretty sure he'll be considering the same thing. Yes, he is. Gazza, let's see if Gaz comes in or if he's going to continue on. No, he's coming in. Yep, here we go. Yep, Barky's continuing on. Sparky's going to continue on. Brett Want has already done his. So we'll all play out Brett's favour here. He's going to come past and where has Rain of Fire? Yeah, I'd say these guys to be taking tyres. Rain's off. Bounty's off. Gaz is off. Here we go. So we've got 40 minutes left. And now we're going to start seeing some shaking and baking, I'm thinking. Sorry about that. We pushed the wrong button on the controller. Bart's sitting in first, but he'll looks like he's going to go a couple more laps, maybe come in on this next lap. Sparky doing the same. One in third, Stu in fourth. Rain of Fire in fifth, Bounty in sixth, TT in seventh, and it'll be interesting to see what happens if these three catch each other. Along with Gaz is in the mix. Lloyd, Adge, Cobb, Rocky, Colin, and Scoop. Netman Scoop. just have to forgive me. I've got a bit of a sore throat tonight. Just have to take a little bit more easy in the last 30 odd minutes and just let you guys watch these guys race rather than listen to me waffle on. Yeah, Barky's coming now. Sparky is continuing on. It won't be long before Sparky comes in. Maybe the next lap. He's got Brett wanting behind him. Who's behind him quite some, about 8.5 seconds. Stu sitting in there in 4th. Very spread out race at the moment. We do have was at the back though seem to be a nice close battle here. Is in. Brett Wants has taken 2nd place. I'm pretty sure Sparky will be thinking this is the lap to come in and get it taken care of. Done all the sums and maps in his head. Where he'd like to be when he comes out. I'm pretty sure he'll put himself depending if he's going to be doing in tyres or. And he's continuing on. Sparky looks like he's going for the long shot. He's going to take his pit stop. Brett Wants sitting in 2nd. Stu in 3rd. Rain of Fire in 4th. Sparky is fuel saving. Thank you, Sparky. I don't know how you do that when you're driving, but you're a better man than me. So he's doing some fuel saving. He's working his strategy. Hope it pays off for him. A 16-second lead on Brett Want. So Sparky, I wonder if you're considering tyres or if you're going to continue on with the ones you have. Don't worry, I won't tell anybody. That's Stu there, sitting in 3rd, Rain of Fire in 4th. Gazzers here in 6th. TT. I think this is definitely the closest battle we have on track at the moment. And we'll just keep an eye on these two for a minute. battle can definitely look like it's going to start heating up soon. And a few tenths of Gaz. And Gaz can see Bounty just ahead. Bounty coming up. He's coming up on the back marker now. Gaz coming around to trying to make up some time on Bounty. TT in behind Gaz. Proving to be a good battle here. Oh, and TT has got himself another drive-through for track limits. It's a shame. That battle was starting to heat up, and that could really hurt TT now. There's a car 35 on the drive-through. And Sparky, thanks for that, mate. Just fuel. Thanks, mate. Thanks for keeping us abreast of what's happening there, mate. All the best. Sparky's come in and he's coming out. And here we go. We have just over 31 minutes left to go. And we see Brett Want out in front. 32 laps have gone. Stew in second. Rain of Fire third. Bounty fourth. Gaza fifth. TT sixth. Unfortunately, TT got himself a drive-through for track limits. So that's going to really hurt his finishing position, I'd say. That could have spelt curtains for him. Ant Bark in 7th, Sparky God 8th, Ant Lloyd 9th, Adge in 10th, Cobb McCall sitting 11th, Rocky 12th, Colin 13th, and Natman Scoop in 14th. Okay. These guys all have it to play for. It'll be I reckon 30 minutes. We'll start seeing the field maybe close up in certain sectors. Trying to find ourselves some good battles along the way. Looks TT's come in to perform his drive-through. You won't be impressed about that at all. He was just starting to get himself a nice battle with Gaz before that happened, so let's see what TT can do about this. He's going to come out, let's say he's going to come out just in behind Ant Bark, or maybe even Sparky, yes, definitely. And then we've got this gaggle here, that TT's come out in 8th spot, in behind Sparky. And he's got Ant Lloyd and Adge in behind him, and these two are having a little dance as well by the looks of it. Adge and Ant Lloyd. And they've been pretty close together throughout the whole race. So they're very tight, very consistent. And you think that corner there, that can catch you off guard, which is what it did to Ant Lloyd just there. Sort of came in probably too hot. sent him out wide. Gave Adge a little bit more time on him now, so these two could have could be a good battle brewing here with these two. Ooh, yeah, looked a little bit loose on the brakes there. Very, very fast part of the track there. Oof, oof. Edge closing right up there on Ant Lloyd. Oh, wrong button. Okay, onto the start straight. This is where we're going to see the big Aston Martin open its big V8. Up behind the Audi. Just having a look-see. Cobb McCall is a lap down. Have a look and see what's going on up here in the Brett Wong in first, Stu in second, Rain of Fire in third. These guys sort of spread right out now. Gaz has caught up to Bounty though. So very interesting. This is the battle for fourth. And that Audi's got some mumbo jumbo. Oh, she got a little bit away from Bounty there. It's opened the door for Gaz. Gaz is having a look up on the inside there. It's better of it. Now this little section here will really throw a spanner in the works quite quickly. So these guys battle through. Now he's looking very solid. So is that little Janetta. Yeah, so we were talking before about the fact that this is the last championship for the PS4. I have made my own little observation, and maybe we can try and get Stu to hold one more and do a GT3 season. Let's try and get something happening there. Let's see if we can get a post made up on Discord or somewhere along the lines of a GT4, GT3 season to really send it out on a high note with the big GT3 cars. May even get a good turnout as well. We have 14 here tonight, but I reckon we'd get a full house every week if we have a GT3 season. But let's see what we can do. Speaking of Stu, here he is, sitting in second. He's had a very good night so far. Brett Want just sort of got himself away there. I believe he would have new rubber, but he's been out there for a little bit now with these tyres. Not sure how they're going. Let's have a look and see how the car's behaving. Seems to be looking quite smick-o. Yeah, he's looking pretty tidy there, Brett Want. Brett Want took out the PS5 GT3 season championship season 10, and he's looking solid in this GT4 season as well. Very, very polished. Just trying to see if we can find us out. Here we are. I think this is the battle that we need to be watching, because these two are putting on a bit of a show for everybody. Ooh, Bounty just not as quick through that section there as Gaz was. And Gaz has the line for that corner, but Gaz is going to, oh no, oh, let's go back and have a look at that spaceship. Let's see what Bounty can do. We'll be looking at getting that position back off Gaz. And Gaz will be doing everything in his power to hold that spot. He's worked pretty hard to get up here, and we were looking at Gaz before, and we could see Bounty up the road from him, and every lap he's took a little bit more out of the time. It'll be interesting to see if Gaz can pull away now. Bounty's certainly keeping that little Janetta as close to Gaz as he can possibly get it. There are certain cars like this Janetta that would absolutely drive me insane to drive. Driving these cars in the cockpit and having to listen to that. I mean, that's giving me a headache just listening to it now. Oh! Very, very wide there. I wonder if he gave himself a track warning there. So tonight we've only seen probably one driver that's been forced to make a drive through because of because of what was I saying? I lost myself now. Happens a lot. TT got himself a drive through for track limits. He's been the only one, I believe. Just watching Gaz there, he's starting to pull a gap on Bounty now. It's got Rain of Fire next, but Rain of Fire is a fair way up the road. And Stu there in second. Brett Want is coming up on the back marker, which would be Cobb McCall. Yes, Cobb's sitting in 11th spot. He didn't have a great start to the race. He's got the push to go button. Started him off in the pits alongside Rocky, I believe. Was it Rocky? Rocky. But that's never a good way to start a race in pit lane. You get that 30-second call out, and then if you're fixing something in your setup, and you get yourself all flummoxed, and you've got to get out of there and get back to the race command and push that button, and by the time you get back there, it's too late. You get a feel for the guys when that sort of stuff happens. I mean, Cobb would have been looking at getting himself into some good positions in this race, considering he was in a good spot last week and his car decided to have a wacky spacky on him. It's unfortunate. Brett once got past him there, and driving there, good sportsmanship from Cobb to let him go. Blue flags would have been waved. What have we got here? We've got Stew, Rain of Fire, we've got Gaz, Mountie, who's still sticking with Gaz, Sparky in the other KTM, Ant Bark in 7th, TT in 8th, and he'd be ruining his missed opportunities in this race. Got himself a drive-through for track limits. Ant Lloyd, he's sitting in behind Adge there. Well, good little battle for Wolf. Just caught that right at the end there. Not sure what happened there. But Ant Lloyd had to pull a rabbit out of the hat to get out of that one with a magic trick. So he'll have to recommence his battle again with Adge. Fight for position 9th. Cobb sitting in 11th. Got Netman Scoot sitting last. Collins sitting 13th. Ooh. Rocky's Chevy's looking a little bit second hand there in the rear end. He's sitting 12th. Go up and have a look, see what's going on with these two. They're still going, these two war horses here. Gaz and Bounty. Not letting up one little bit this. You want to see with 15 minutes left to go. Could play out to be a crucial battle this. This is for 4th place. Don't think Gaz is going to have enough to try to reel in Rain. Although let's see if we can get a visual on Rain of Fire. There he is. It'd be interesting. In the next couple of laps, it'll be interesting to see if we can come back and see where these guys are at. But we can stick with these guys. Closest battle on track. Bounty, the PR2 skipper, and Gaz, and second in charge of BHR. He's Adman's lieutenant. This is a great battle, this. Mountain's putting that little spaceship in all the right places. And the car seems to be responding quite well. It's doing everything Bounty's asking it to do. Closing right up there on Jazz on the brakes from these corners. Now tyre life is going for some of these cars right now. Brett wants on done 43 laps. And the Baker's dozen time left. Let's see if we can Gaz is really maybe starting to reel in Rain of Fire there a little. Rain of Fire, you can just see him up there. I think the next 6 minutes could be very important to see where these three may be. And Brett Want, he's been in the league of his own tonight. Sitting there pretty in first. Coming up with some back markers. It's very interesting when you start talking to people about blue flags. When is it the best time to give out the way for someone that's what happened there? Hopefully he doesn't give himself a track limit there, but yeah, some leagues have the system where you have 4 corners to get out of the way of a faster car behind you. Some have a system where it's safe to get out the way. A lot of people say, you should be getting out the way as quick as you can. But there's also that there's a battle that's happening in front right now. Now I'm not saying this looks like a full position, but it certainly is, and it's for 12th place. Now, all well and good if Brett can get past him as quick as he can. Sometimes these battles have to be halted so they can let the faster guy go through. So hopefully this happens here. Brett's got past Rocky. Rocky's moved over to let him through. Got Colin there. Colin's just hanging out on the left-hand side there. Well done. And that's great. That means that battle can continue now, which it is. And that's great. Everyone's a winner there. So we'll look at this battle for a second. We haven't really had a look at these two guys too much tonight, so... Oh, little Brett White's gone around there. And now he's going to have to do it all over again. So, that could have opened the door a little bit there, though, for Stu. He would have seen that happening in front of him, or he would have heard it. See if Brett can get back up to speed now. And isn't that funny? You just commentator's curse. This could be a very interesting 7 minutes. And, Gaz still trying to make some excuse me. Still trying to make some time up on Rain of Fire. Bounty's still sitting in behind Gaz. Keep him as close as he can. We have a drive-through for Rocky. And he will not, that'll be track limits. He won't be happy about that. He was in a battle with Colin. Brett White's going through, going past Colin there. Yeah, Rocky won't be impressed at all. He just got 12th spot off Colin. And now he's going to have to go in and complete the drive-through. We've had Copper Call come in there. Get past Colin. He's got himself up into 11th. And by the looks of this, he's going to get another spot over Rocky. Although it's saying Rocky must be 2 laps behind, so Cobb is in 11th. That's no good for Rocky. Rocky was looking good there. That's when you think you're going okay. The race jumps up and gives you a slap in the mouth. So let's keep an eye on this. Here we go. I'm pretty sure this is what we're going to be looking at for the next 3.5, 4 minutes. This little battle here, and Gaz has really made some time up here on Rain of Fire. This could be a very interesting 5.5 minutes. Hey, very interesting. Sparky's sitting there in 6th. Rocky comes in and does his pit stop. Oh, she's looking very loose. Probably not now. Oh. Look what's happening up here. You see Gaz just getting in front. No. Looks like Rain of Fire has made a bit of a botch there and given Gaz the opportunity to close up a little bit more, and Gaz has come in and taken 3rd. So if this all plays out the way it's looking, and here we go. With 4 minutes left. So the battle heat up with these 3 drivers here. Bounty, Rain of Fire and Gaz. Looks like that KTM is giving Bounty some troubles at the moment. I'm not sure if it's tyres or... But he's certainly going all right there, Rain of Fire. And, unfortunate, had him off track, which gave Gaz some time catch up. We have another drive-through with Sparky. Track limits again. This track can really bite you with track limits. And it's done it to 3 drivers already tonight. And Sparky won't be impressed with that. Sitting 6th. Coming in to complete his drive-through now, but it looks like Airpark's going to be in front of Sparky now. Sparky's still coming through. And we've got TT as well. Lloyd, no. I think Sparky will be sitting in behind TT. Lloyd is coming around now. Really put a kibosh on Sparky there. This is the battle. We have 2 minutes left to go. We have Brett Want sitting on 49 laps. He's got a... I'm not sure what's happened there, but Stu has come through to take first. I'm not sure what's happened there, but I'm not sure what's happened there. I am not sure. I'm seeing all sorts of things happening here right now. Unless that's the end of the race, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. It's not the end of the race because why does Brett Want off the loud pedal? I'm not sure what's happened there. But Stu has gone through and taken the lead. I'm not sure what's happened. I am not sure what's happened there. But Brett Want's going very, very slowly. What is going on? Right, so something's happened. Brett Want could it be a fuel thing? Does he have to go down to map to the fuel safe, or I'm not sure what's happened. But he's certainly not on the loud pedal. And by the looks of that, he was off to the races. Have to find out what's happened there because I don't know what's going on. Must be a fuel saving. Put enough fuel in on his stop, or just trying to get it home. Because that's what it looks like to me. He's just trying to get the car home. Coming down the back straight now, so is Gaz. And Gaz would have noticed that there's something going on up there. And he's trying to put the foot down. Bounty right behind Rain of Fire. Stu's going to come across the line here. We'll just go back and have a look at this. Oh! And we've seen Bounty give Rain of Fire a bit of a how diddly do. See if he's going to yeah, he is going to redress that. So Stu's come home in first place. Brett Want has come home in second by a crawl. Gaza has come in third. Rain of Fire takes out fourth. Bounty fifth. Ant Park sixth. And he's on his final lap. Ant Lloyd in eighth. Adge ninth. Cobb McCall ninth. Cobb McCall 10th. Colin 11th. TT 12th. Looks like he he may have quit there. Rocky 13th and Letmanskip 14th. So very interesting finish to that race. I'm not sure what happened with Brett Want, but sure we'll find out soon, a little later. I hope you enjoyed the race. It was certainly certainly all sorts of things were happening. Great race to commentate. Very racecraft was great tonight. Saw some really good sportsmanship and redressing, which is what it's all about. Everyone was obeying the blue flags. Well done, lads. Great race night. I hope you all enjoyed that. So, just to have a look at that again, I'm just wondering what happened with Brett Want. He must have been on a fuel saving, he must not put enough in. But there we go, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the race. And for those that watch back, I hope you enjoyed. This is The Exorcist signing off, and be good to yourselves and everybody else.